Alright, Bridges of Time. So this is where I would normally end a Joshie video, because that was 10 levels, but since we're streaming, we're going to keep going. This is a Joshie 2 level, and it's basically a not ripoff. Alright, that one's done. That's whatever. Don't end, I am here. Hi. Hi, Tyler. What's up? Okay, for a second I thought we were playing CCL before. Okay, I forgot this was a thing. Alright, Final Fantasy is a level I made for Trading Places that is 100% Jeffrey level content. Because, he made a level with my content. By the way, can we talk about how awesome Flooded Field is? That is a glorious level. Okay. Yeah, I think I started with unmitigated Hint Factory Disaster just because that felt appropriate. Alright, this room... I forget what... I think this was supposed to reference something he made. I forget the level though. I think it's... it'll come to me, I'm sure. I feel like I'm doing this completely wrong. Okay, I'm going to waste a boot if I do that. Pretty sure I didn't do this right. Maybe not. Hold on. Just push that on the fire and then collect this guy and you are done. Okay. Molten Crater, that's the level. Okay, that's what that was supposed to reference. This is Deflection Field, I think it was called. I just took some pretty generic levels that he made just to fill the rooms in. Okay, this one is Decrepit Crypt. And this one is Random Battle. Kind of looks nasty, but it's not that bad, I don't think. Especially when the walkers cooperate with you. That's always a plus. Okay, this one is something glider gun. I forget the name of it. Gosper glider gun. That's the one. Okay, I feel like I can... Maybe not. Alright. That one's done. And now we just have this room. Which... is stricter than I expected it to be, but that is okay, because we solved it anyway. Alright, it's an okay level. I probably could have put more effort into it, I think, but... Stained Glass Pinata Party. Oh yeah, that level. Of course I had to use a key theme level. Okay, Sheer Mountain Range. This one is gonna be cool to go through because I updated this level. It's one of the few non-Joshie 5 levels I updated and redesigned a little bit. All blue walls are real, and all blocks have real blue walls under them. That is right, I put this in Joshie 0 just because I changed it. Okay, so... So you kind of have to be careful with some chips you collect, because you don't want the space to be open. Such as this one. There's still slide delay like crazy, but everything kind of cooperates a little bit. Look at that blob go, wow. I mainly updated this just so it actually uses the full wall layout of Last Starfighter. Because the original kinda used it, but not really. Alright, so push you there, and then push you over here. And push you down there. Push that over that way. I hope I didn't collect that one chip. Okay, good, I didn't. Okay, so let's not collect the chips in this room yet. You just want the block to follow the path. You don't want it to do anything funky. Okay, I think collecting this is fine. Alright, that one done. And then you. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we got these first 3 keys, which lets us push this one. So this blob on the random force 4 ice thing, that's just for links mainly. Okay, and you get the green key on the other side, and you can collect the rest of these things. And that should do it. I gotta go all the way around this. And there we go. That is the new and improved sheer mountain range completed. I took some inspirations from some other levels that use the blue wall on, or yeah, blocks on blue walls concept, and kind of made it more like a puzzle, which was kind of fun. And took a lot of iterations to make it right, but I think it turned out pretty cool. Alright, nitrous combustion. Alright, I remember this one. I think this was originally a Joshie.dat 1 level, but kind of one of the better ones. Only good ones from that set. The me of today would have put a pop-up wall underneath that block. I can tell you that right now. You know what's kind of cool as I'm playing this? It feels like a standard CC1 level, like a level you'd actually find in CC1. Just has that vibe, like that random paramecia just circling for nothing, like it just exists. And all the corridors you're wandering around and stuff. Definitely space filling, for sure. But I kind of dig the vibe. Now, that should be more than enough. How many of these do I want? I wasn't paying attention. I think we just want one. I think that toggles toggle buttons. Is that right? Or toggles the toggle walls, not toggles toggle buttons. Oh yeah, that's exactly what that does. Okay. Yeah, didn't I say in one of my recent videos that I kind of expect the player to be observant when they play my stuff? And here I am playing my stuff and I'm not being observant at all. Alright. So before we do that, let's push that block out of the way. I guess I could have done that the whole time. I remember at one point I had a socket underneath that block. But I kind of realized it was kind of stupid to do that. Alright, that is nitrous combustion. Pretty classic level. That's a really classic Joshie level right there. Pinky swear. Watch out for collisions. Alright, this is Jumping Swarm but with pink balls. That's literally the level. And surprisingly, it's not a rejects level. It probably should be though. It's kind of stupid.
Bummer.
Alright. And I remember when we all thought Jumping Swarm was like the hardest level ever or something. And there's a reason why that thief is there. It's not there just for looks. It's kind of a stupid ending. Okay, how are we missing 3 chips? Where the heck have I not been? I feel like I've been in the whole level. Oh, are they on the right edge? I think they're on the right edge.
Bummer.
We will never know. Alright, that's all those. So you don't want to go to the exit with these skates because the ball will kill you. So you have to go back into this mess just to get them stolen from you. And then you can exit as soon as the ball comes back. And there we go. It's a very uncreative level in my opinion. Heartstopper. Alright. 72nd level. Has blob dodging. Let's go.
Bummer.
And immediately lose.
Bummer.
Okay, what set did I make this for? Is it Josh L? It wasn't 4. I think it was 3. It had to have been 3. And you do need all the red keys. They're not optional. Alright. Although you can save 3 if you don't take the shortcut. Alright, that's a simple level. Sunshine Explosion. Any trap button press will close access to all fireball cloners. There are 5 extra chips. Oh yeah, I remember I made this level for Walls of CCLP3. This is a... I forget what level this... forget what template this uses. I think it's stress fracture, if I had to guess. But the premise of this is you can't depend on spam cloning. That's kind of the problem with a lot of cloning levels, is you can just spam the cloner and you'll eventually win. So if one of these trap buttons gets pressed, you have no access to the clone machines anymore. All right, we can just go in here and collect this one. All right, do I want to let go of that one? I think I do. Let's just get rid of it. We can clone at least 3 more. Alright, we can clone at least 3 more again. Alright, let's go up here. That's a freebie. Alright. I can spam this one quite a bit. That should be fine. How is this looking? Okay, a good amount can be collected here. Is this in Josh L0? No, it is not. In fact, I don't even think I'm submitting this for a CCLP, if I'm being completely honest with you. I guess I could. I can add this to my CCLP 6 submissions set, at least. Ooh, this gives me quite a bit. Okay, we only need 4 more. And I can sacrifice the cloners for that chip. I didn't really use this far left one. I guess it just gives you 1. Oh, couple more. Oh, I get 2. Oh, alright, let's just clone some more this way. Alright. I'm content with sacrificing the clone machines, because I got all the chips. Or all the chips I needed. Alright, that is that level done. It's a decent brain teaser, I suppose. To me, it just feels like you're just going back and forth with the cloning, which, yeah, that was my intent, but that doesn't mean it's a good idea. Sometimes, I don't know. I can throw it in my submission set, I suppose. Alright, Stone Age. This is a ancient level. No pun intended. Okay, this is a pretty easy level. Destroy all the bugs. Or make them loop or something. Yeah, just loop the bugs. That's all you gotta do. At one point, I thought CCLP4 would potentially have a time travel plot. Oh, yeah, bug looping right there. Okay, so... there was a plot for CCLP4. I remember Architect came up with some... what the hell you want to call it? Some really creative... took some very creative liberties, I will say. I think the problem with CCLP4 having a storyline, or well, yeah, having a storyline, is with the way the levels are ordered. It's kind of weird to come up with a storyline for. And CCLP5 isn't as much because it has the whole world theming thing. But what was your CCLP5 idea for the story? I forget. California Chrome. Oh, I kind of forgot I made a level like this. Okay, just do that. Can that... you can let that blob out.
Bummer.
No, you can't, because there's a real wall there. Nice. Okay, so that blob is stuck in there. Okay, good to know. I guess I just didn't test all the blue walls, I suppose. Alright, what are we doing here? I don't even remember making this level. Did I make this? It would be interesting to have a level set or compilation of levels based around time periods and settings. Yo, look at this gaming. Yeah, we're gaming here, man. Join the fun. We're gaming in California. And apparently Chrome. I think I don't remember what I was trying to go for with this level. Like, this is such a weird one. Okay, we got suction boots, so that's something. I can get this green key. But what now? I can go... Can do this. I guess I just won the suction boots for the green key, huh? Humor me. And yeah, you can send it to me, Jeremy, if you want. Okay, so this kind of seems like a pretty straightforward path. I think the aesthetics are messing with me. This is very aesthetic heavy. Okay. Alright, I can get the flippers. I suppose that lets me do something more. Yeah, we can do this. The CCLP4 storyline is ongoing as Chip reforms his life post-prison sentence. That's the CCLP6 storyline. Chip goes to prison because there were too many walls of levels in the previous set. Okay, I don't want to throw these flippers away. Is there more I can do with them? Also, how do we get to the exit? Is that even the real one? It might not even be the real one. I guess I have to throw them away, huh? Alright. There was a hint. Is that a helpful hint? Guide this block to the water tile below the toggle button. Okay. Well, we'll listen to me and do that. So what does that do? Oh, I can do that. Okay, I'm not sure if I needed that hint or not, but it did help. Okay, so socket time. Alright, that's California Chrome. That felt really weird to play. I mean, that really did. I did half the time I didn't know if I was doing the right thing or not. So I should probably consider revamping this a little bit to maybe add some clarity to it. Remove the hint, stuff like that. Buying time. Hurry, go down and get the chip, and also hit the toggle switch to get extra time. You can't buy time in CC1, silly. That's a CC2 tile. Okay, where am I going? Where is the blue door? Here you are. Unacceptable chip count, please apologize. Sorry. Sorry, babe. I'm making more levels with 0 chips. That's gotta account for something, right? I would have laughed if the tank just cloned in my face right there. That would have been kind of... Well, nothing's more embarrassing than the walker death from earlier. Alright, how many chips did that have? Oh, it had 300. Okay, it's divisible by 5. Secret Society of the Teeth.